Welcome to Boys, episode 88. I'm Robbie.
I am Joshua.
And I'm Dylan.
Thanks for tuning in once again.
Was that another fucking Beatle?
I'm Dylan. That was very weird. It sounded like you gave up like halfway. I'm Dylan.
I wasn't sure if I was going to say my last name or not. Like, it mattered.
You can say whatever.
I'm Dylan. Dylan Eubanks.
Boobanks.
I'm Boobanks.
Boobanks.
Hashtag Boobanks. You know what? I thought about the hashtag. Mm-hmm. We're just hashtagging Boobanks. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Now, B-O-O, right?
Yeah.
Like your Halloween boo.
Well, we actually played a little game today in the car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. Oh, wow.
I'll give you a little taste of it, okay? And maybe you can play along at home. Mm. I go, hey, so Dylan, if you like had a big collection of animals and you were like open to the public, you'd be Zoobanks.
Yeah.
You want to try one?
If you shit your pants in public, someone call you Boobanks.
Perfect. Give me your favorite of the day.
Oh man, I'm blanking.
I liked Kung Fu Banks.
Kung Fu Banks was good. If I watched if I was going through a big Bruce Lee kick, Kung Fu Banks. Even though he didn't do Kung Fu, he had his own form of martial arts.
Right.
Anyway,
okay. Yeah. We're gonna get to the show in just a moment, but first, some business.
BoysPodcast.com is the hub of all things boys. From there, you find links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Boys Podcast is available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and now YouTube. Just search Boys Podcast Oklahoma. You'll see the results pop right up. You'll see that tried and true logo that's never let us down. Scroll down, click that joker, and hit subscribe. It's really important that we get those subscribers up so we can rise to the top of the algorithm, much like we've done on iTunes. And please, rate, review, subscribe, like, leave a comment, all that good digital shit. Or don't, whatever.
That shit.
I'm a changed man. I'm going to stop plugging the... I'm just going to be like, you know what? Listen to it or don't.
Stop, drop, roll?
I'm done. We'll get into that later.
Great. Email us, boys@boyspodcast.com. Boys at boys, not poise. Boys! Podcast.com. Give us a little feedback. Put in your physical address. You know the drill. If you're new, you don't know the drill. Here's the drill. The drill is put your physical address. We'll send you some stickers, some buttons, a little treat for saying thanks.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Anthem Brewing, for when you've given up. Makers of Ouroboros, am I saying that right?
Ouroboros Stout.
Ouroboros Stout. Ride or Die, PA. We got the Arjuna.
The classic golden one.
We've got the OK Pills.
OK Pills.
We're doing all this from memory. We're not reading a script. We are off script.
Hey guys, we're rolling the sleeves up tonight.
We're a little off the cuff, if you will. But we love Anthem. They've always been awesome to us. So check them out at anthembrewing.com. Also, fatbison.com, maker of high-quality wooden signs and more. Furniture, beautiful stuff. Go to fatbison.com. Tell them that Boys sent you. You'll get nothing off. But it's a beautiful site, beautiful wood. Lastly, OKC Comedy. OKCComedy.com. You like to laugh? You're going to pay for it. Not too expensive. You buy the ticket, you go, you meet some nice people. They're really great and have also been very nice to us. They should probably be nicer to us, but they've been all right. OKC Comedy. It's all right.
It's all right. You know, I will say you should go to a live comedy show. You can say that you're a fan or you watch stand-up specials. There's something about being in the atmosphere.
Absolutely agree.
OKCComedy.com. Get in the atmosphere of funny. Lastly, thank you for the donations, the tweets, the comments, the shit talk, the shares, the likes, the unlikes, the unfollows, and the follows. All of them together, like you just said, Rob.
Yeah.
You know what? If you like it, great. If you don't, fuck you. Don't need you.
Nah. Tell a friend if you like us.
Yes.
If you don't like us, I don't know why you'd be 4 minutes and 19 seconds into the episode, but if you like us, the best thing you can do is tell a friend, share it verbally, share it digitally. If you don't like us, go away. Like, seriously, like, fuck off. I don't mean that personally. I just mean, like, you don't have to listen.
Yeah.
And
No.
if you like it, listen. If you don't like it, don't listen. And it's that simple. You'll do us both a favor. But as far as the positive stuff, the important stuff, thank you. Because we really appreciate that. You know, I think I might appreciate an unfollow. I'm not saying
you would appreciate it.
If you like us, don't unfollow us. But if you don't like us and you unfollow us, thank you as well. Just clearing up space for everybody else, because that's the way the internet works.
I like it.
Without further ado, Boys Podcast, episode 88. Okay, that was a doozy.
That was a real doozy.
I'm on one, as the kids say.
Yeah, you seem like you turned a leaf of sorts.
You didn't seem to be on one until like just now.
Is it one of those things where is it creeper? Did it creep up on you?
The thoughts were creeper thoughts.
Creeper thoughts. Yeah. It's like I was just having a normal day, and then all of a sudden, it's like the mortality thought. Having a great fucking day. Then all of a sudden, you're not going to be alive one day. Fuck you for creeping.
Oh, okay. We made it 3 seconds in without Josh mentioning mortality.
No, I'm saying that's what those thoughts are like when you get like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm changing them. I'm changing my game.
Totally. Some people say new lease on life.
Yes.
I say I just burnt down the fucking apartment complex.
Wow. I'm just like douse it in gas, light that match.
Just burn it down.
Burn it down. Great local band reference.
Burn it down.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to burn it down, walk away.
I love it. That's my 2018.
Yeah. I mean, so far this year has been a fucking pile of shit. And I don't do the guy who blames the year. Last year sucked. Here's the thing. Years are just going to get worse and worse as we continue to live on this planet.
Well, it's funny because I feel like I'm a pretty positive person, but lately I feel like I've been a little less positive, but it's not because I'm any less positive personally. I'm identifying the bullshit. I'm not saying I'm
Anthem Brewing for when you just want to burn it down.
Just burn it down. Just burn one down. I'm not saying that I don't know. I'm not saying that I've changed a lot, but I'm just allowing the bullshit to happen and identifying it and then just burning it down.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're not changing. It sounds like you're being a little bit more honest with yourself of who you are.
Maybe so.
You know, what you're willing it's what you're willing to put up with and what you're willing to allow to affect you.
Yeah. It's interesting, and I know this is a show where we come and talk.
We just come original, guys.
We come original. We talk. We share our opinions. We share our thoughts. Sometimes they're right. Sometimes they're wrong. But yeah, I think just calling out the bullshit and not being like personally offended so easy or worrying as much about what people think about what we do, what I do in my personal life, what I do as part of this show. If people care, great. If they disagree, awesome. Like disagreeing is great. Like, I love disagreeing with someone. I'm talking in a civil way, of course.
If we all agreed on everything, this would be a very sterile place.
Yes, it would. I agree.
The thing that sucks, though, is when people don't know how to disagree.
Yeah.
Like, if you're like, I like, and this is a bad example, but if you're like, I like, PB&Js, and then someone's like, I'm going to fucking kill you. You're like, hold on. Can we just talk about, like, do you not like jelly? Like, it's like...
Yeah, what's your reasoning?
It's like, fuck you and the grape you rode in on. Yeah. You deserve to die because you're your house down.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's bananas.
It's peanuts.
It's peanuts.
Peanuts. Butter and banana, that's good.
Butter and banana?
Peanut butter and banana.
No. I'm talking about butter on some bread, and you put some peanuts on it, and then just... cold banana.
Cold sliced banana. I was literally thinking like you get that big tub of country crock.
Fuck
the big, I call that the mama tub,
Yeah.
I just put something together in my head, and this is probably not why they named it this, but country crock's not really butter, it's like margarine.
Right.
Well, when someone says something's a lie or someone's full of it, they say
crock of shit.
Crock of shit.
Yeah.
They're basically telling you, hey, this is crock of shit. This is not butter.
It's not real country. It's crock country.
We know that you country boys and girls love your butter.
Yeah.
So here's a country crock.
Yeah.
With of shit. Sorry. No, it's okay. I was thinking a country crock of shit.
Yeah, the classic brown. Yeah, with that
swirl on top,
that cottage or whatever is on it.
But you take that out of the fridge. You walk over to the microwave. You put it in there.
Whew.
Put it on high.
Leave it in the plastic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, you peel that film off the top.
Yeah.
The protective film. Put it in the microwave. crank it up to high, 2.5 minutes. Get that butter.
A churning.
Get it to turn clear. Then you just dip bananas in it and you eat it.
Oh, God, that sounds gross.
I don't know. I'm going to try it. Next time I eat a banana, I'm going to put a little
No,
dab of butter on top.
You undo your banana however you do it. Doesn't matter which way you open a banana. And then you...
Are people talking about that?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, there's a whole thing of like how to properly open a banana.
Yeah, you hold it, and then you take the little hat, the banana hat on top, and then you crack that, and then you peel it like the gorillas did in the cartoons.
You're
when we were
holding it
kids.
upside down. What you do is you flip that shit to where and then you pinch the top and you fold it down.
It is easier.
It's bullshit, though.
But the best way is like you grab the bananas and you slam them on the table and they shoot up out of the thing.
And they like spin.
Yeah.
No, you go, and you just like swallow it in one motion.
Like Popeye or something.
Yeah, and if you don't open it like that, fuck you. No,
Fuck.
I'm
God
kidding.
damn it.
See how I'm being unreasonable?
I hate how people don't pop their bananas comically, cartoon-like into their mouth. It upsets me so much. Yeah. I'm gonna murder the children.
But see, I've heard of that banana upside down thing.
Yeah.
But
Or is it right side up, Robbie?
it's wrong.
Society's been lying to you, man.
Right side wrong. It's the slamming the bananas on the table.
Yeah.
Why don't you just like squeeze them real hard? You know?
Well,
Yeah. Well, then they get all mushy.
No,
when you slam them down, it's like a
that causes the
slam
pressure,
smash
yes.
combo. Bloop, and like that's what makes it sound.
They got nowhere else to go.
I did a science
Butter.
experiment in grade school for that, and I did a presentation. It's basically it's lift and thrust, like it's much like an airplane or a rocket.
Yeah.
You're causing thrust to shoot that.
What makes them spin comically?
the
that's
shape.
just
the
Like a
it's-
boomerang.
Yeah, it's like the boomerang shape.
Banana
you
ring.
slam them down. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, okay, so going back to the butter. I said put a dab of butter, but
Yeah.
isn't it a pat of butter?
A dollop, right?
a pad.
No, a dollop of sour cream,
No.
Dollop of daisy. Yeah.
which is sour cream, right?
Yes, yeah.
Dollop of daisy.
Yeah, it's
because daisy
Dollop of
sour
daisy.
cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
But speaking of
I never put those two things together.
but speaking of theme songs, give them all a little pat of butter. Do you remember that from like when we were
No,
kids?
I don't.
A pat of butter.
Give it all a little pat of butter.
Pad of butter.
Pat.
No, it's pad because it's like
A butter pad?
yeah. When you go to a restaurant and they have the
In the foil.
and that's a pad of butter.
I thought it was a pat.
How did the saying go?
Give them all a little pat of butter or something like that. I'm not sure.
What brand of
I think it was just like, you know how there's like butter, beef, pork commercials,
beef.
milk.
Yeah.
Oh, pat.
Pat. You are right.
Yeah.
See, yeah, it's just butter, butter.
Pat. Okay, you're right. A pat. I always called it a pad of butter.
Nope, just pat of butter. All right. See,
Got
we're
that
here
one
to
done.
we're here to right the wrongs
Right
and tell truths.
It's PAT.
yeah. So I got to thinking this week, and I got in my car, and it happened to be on the radio, which I usually just put my phone and hook it up to my car. Well, for some reason I didn't do that, and I was like, I'm going to give the radio a chance. So I'm like, I'm cruising the stations as I'm cruising the freeway, and I'm scanning.
Can I ask how you scan? Does your steering wheel have a scan on it?
Maybe, but
Or were you doing the old school knob turn, or were you tuning?
it's digital.
Yeah.
But I don't do seek. I do scan because I don't have time to be at like 92.6 because there's no station there. I want to hit the button and I want it to scan to the next station.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I do that, and I keep hearing these songs, like "We Will Rock You" came on.
Yeah.
Okay. And I got to thinking about songs that should be retired forever.
You think "We Will Rock You" should be retired?
I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence about it, but it's definitely in the maybe column. It's a great song, but it's iconic.
Here's the thing.
It's a jock jam.
I always thought that "We Will Rock You" and "We Are the Champions" are two separate songs, but do you know that is one singular song?
No, it's definitely not.
They go back to back. They are back to back songs. When "We Will Rock You" ends, it goes right into fucking "We Are the Champions."
It does. I think
But
they
they're
track
two
them differently.
separate tracks on the album.
Yeah.
But anytime you hear it on the radio, they back to back them.
Yeah,
Really?
they do.
Oh,
Yeah.
do they
Every
really?
time.
Wow.
See, when I was growing up,
And
I
they're-
thought it was the same song too. I was
Okay.
like, yeah, just
Well,
bang, bang.
Because I first heard it, and I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say that I was a Freddie Mercury fan when I was 4. I watched a little movie called The Mighty Ducks.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the first time I ever heard "We Will Rock You," and I was like, "Oh,
Really?
this is awesome!" But then you find out that they put that song in there because at every fucking sporting event they play that fucking song.
They do.
Yeah. And I'm not saying it's a bad song.
It's too much.
It is.
It's too much with "We Will Rock You."
Now, the thing about...
R.I.P. Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, come
So the thing
on.
about songs... I'm not saying these are bad songs. I was so sad when he died. I invented Instagram and I posted about it.
In 1990.
They're my favorite band of all time.
they're not.
That's
my,
what I-
They're
well-
not my favorite band.
Me neither, but that's what I said on Instagram.
For that week.
Yeah, well, no, for the week, for the day, dude.
No. I mean,
That's
the
how it always is.
Cranberry singer died, so now that's got to be your favorite band,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, whoa, hey, dude, I wasn't going there.
Sorry.
I was talking about Freddie Mercury.
All right. R.I.P.
Jesus. So just because these songs should be retired, I'm not saying that they're bad songs. I'm just saying it's like when you're at a restaurant and they come up and they want to give you like the 4th refill and you
Yeah.
just go, I'm good.
No, and your cup isn't even.
Oh my
done.
God.
Yeah.
They just try. Can I top? No, I'm not done.
I like the half empty. I like the glass
Especially
being half
if
empty.
it's coffee. I want to know how much coffee I'm actually drinking.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
you just keep refilling my coffee, I'm like, I could have drank 7 cups. And I don't even know.
And when I have a cup of coffee, and I'm talking classic diner mug,
Yeah, mug of coffee.
I like
A pad of coffee.
I like to put a pat of butter in my coffee.
Oh, that's
No.
actually really good.
It is. When I was doing keto, I was doing butter in the coffee all the time. But no, like if I get a classic diner mug of coffee, I want that classic.
I want 1/4 of it empty at all times.
Well, but I want that classic half and half little plastic thing that when you're
Yeah.
done pouring it, you crinkle it and make
Yeah.
that really great sound.
I flip mine. I like flipping.
Oh, you
mine.
flip it?
Yeah.
I keep that for my my straw trash. Just boop, fits right in.
Genius. We all.
Yeah.
Hey, write us at Boys of Boys Podcast. Tell us what you use the creamer for.
Or don't, as Robbie says.
Yeah, or don't, whatever. So, yeah, I'm not saying "We Will Rock You" is a bad song. I'm just saying, like, when I go to that restaurant and I have an iced tea, I love iced tea, right?
Great rapper. Great actor.
I love unsweetened iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
You put that fresh, frosty glass of iced tea in front of me, and I'm down in the first glass.
It's gone.
Second glass, a little bit slower, but I'm drinking it. Third glass, give me it. Bring it. Fill it. Ready to go. Don't even have to put sugar in there. I know how much is in there. But that 4th refill, it's like, of course I still love iced tea, but you know what? I've had enough.
You're about to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, dinner's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I paid my check. If I've already paid my check, don't refill me.
R.I.P.
What? That pho place in Edmond.
Oh, fabulous.
Fabulous.
So when I was there, like the second or third time I was there, I was getting harassed for refills. Like,
Dude.
like, I had, yeah, you saw it was it blew my fucking mind.
You were basically being like Pepsi boarded.
Yeah.
Did you have to be like rude about it? Be like,
Yes.
I do not want another refill.
Okay, so I was drinking some Dr. Pepper, some DP, and like I'm not just chugging Dr. Pepper. I drink my Dr. Pepper, and it's like we're like halfway through lunch, you got places to be. And like some lady's like, "Hey, you want a refill?" I'm like, nah, it's fine. Like, we're almost done. It's cool. She was like, "Oh, okay." 15 seconds later, like, no fucking joke, a separate woman comes up. "Hey, would you like a refill?" And I was just like, nope, I'm good. I'm fine.
And this is a small restaurant. This is not a very large place.
It's not big.
And then 15 more seconds go by. I'm serious. It's bang, bang, bang. Some guy walks up. "Hey, would you like a refill?" And I was just like, you know what? Sure. Yeah, fine. I guess. Yeah, I'll take one. So he fills it all the way up, and then I leave. because I didn't want to second
And you
Dr.
leave
Pepper.
a full Dr. Pepper there.
Dude, that's what I had to do.
You
It
had
was
your Dr.
crazy.
Pepper on the table like those owls, those fake plastic owls, just to keep people away.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm full.
good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Don't even have to ask.
It was seriously crazy. Like, I looked over Robbie and I was like, is this for real? Like,
After the third time, we both looked at each other.
Like he's
and-
getting punked.
Yeah. Or have you done that look where you looked at your friend and you don't want to say anything, but you're just like, you open your eyes kind of wide and you're like,
like-
fucking for real?
Yeah. It was
Wow.
nuts. It was nuts. But I mean, I will say, good on you, but tell your friends that this guy doesn't want more Dr. Pepper.
Top-notch customer service. Yeah.
So going back to these songs, do you
Yeah.
guys have a song in mind? Because I've got a few, but I kind of wanted to hand it off a little bit.
Songs that should be retired forever. Man, I would say almost any Queen song. I love Queen, but man, they're overplayed. Why don't you go first? I'm gonna let it marinate a little bit.
Okay. I would probably say, like,
Hold on. Come on, feel the noise. That song's got to go. Okay, now you go.
All right,
Dude.
but why?
Because it's Come On, Feel the Noise.
Okay.
You heard
Do you
it,
hear that song a lot?
and flipping through the radio stations, it comes on. It comes on in movies. I'm talking Walking on Sunshine. Any song that they overplay during montages in movies.
Movie jams.
yeah.
They gotta fucking go.
Eye of the Tiger?
Done. Get it out of here.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any Chicago song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about Don't Stop Believin'?
Yes.
Yeah.
Add it to the list.
Really, Twisted Sister.
We're not going to take it.
We're not going to take
Yeah.
it is really bad. And like, I get that Dean Snyder, right? That's his
D. Snyder.
D. Snyder, whatever, fake name. I get that he did like really
news, fake
important
name.
stuff for like metal music in general and just
Right.
music in general.
Sure. And movies.
That's totally sick. But
We've had enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got another
it's
one.
done.
I got another one.
Yeah.
School's out for summer.
Yeah.
Add it.
Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah, I do love me some Alice Cooper though.
Which is great.
But that song,
But he's got a whole catalog.
he's got so many good songs.
Yeah.
We don't need that one.
No.
Every Aerosmith song but Sweet Emotion.
Sweet Emotion is good.
But every other thing.
Sweet Emotion was in Dazed and Confused, right?
Yeah, but that movie was great.
But it's also an overplayed song.
That's true.
But it is a good song.
But it's not at retirement yet. It's got another year or two left with the company. It can cruise out.
could we just say any Aerosmith song? Period. Is that
Fuck.
what you
Okay,
said?
can I say fuck Aerosmith?
Oh, come on.
Dude,
I love
They
Aerosmith.
play at my job a lot, and like every single song starts out like it's gonna be fucking tight, and then it goes into just white guy blues butt bullshit. And it's like, come on, like
And it
there's one that starts out
fucking rules.
and like, ooh, this is gonna be fucking like trippy, cool Beatlesy kind of shit. No, then get the fuck out of here. Stop.
Yeah.
Enough.
Okay, one last thing on Aerosmith. Living on the Edge. Okay, hold on.
Sucks.
Yeah, except for
It's 90s?
Except for I really like how they just dropped everything out and they had like the do
Yeah.
clearly in an empty stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a live concert. No one was there.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Sound check.
But I don't know. That part is just like,
Was
yeah,
that
then it
in
kicks
his,
back in. I was like,
Was he wearing skirts at that time? Or was that on the album Play by Aerosmith?
I don't know.
Pink, get that song out of here.
yeah. I got to meet him.
Did you?
Yeah,
Cool guy.
he was really cool.
Yeah.
Dude, they have an album called Honkin' on Bobo. Did you know that?
No,
It's a more modern album. Pull it up. Pull up the cover.
Honkin' on Bobo?
We should call that episode that, I think.
What is that? Sounds like a drug reference.
It sounds like sucking dick.
It does.
Dude, she came over and honked on Bobo. Or it sounds like what a child would say. I don't know.
Oh.
Yep, there you go.
Oh,
Look at
what
that
the-
dope That's some innuendo right there, my friend. What
in
year is this?
2004.
Oh, yeah. Damn, that was 14 years. Come on.
weird.
So yeah. So sorry I'm offending Aerosmith fans, but fuck them.
I mean, they've already gotten enough shit.
That's true.
It's fine. They already
Dude,
know.
Honkin' on Bobo was the 14th studio album. They got a whole catalog. Can we just retire those songs?
Yeah.
Crying.
Amazing. Crazy.
Amazing. Crazy. Don't want to miss a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I first heard that song in that movie.
Of course, everyone did.
And I loved it. I was like, this is sick. And then at the end of the movie, there's the fucking music video for it at the end. Because I guess, like, I mean, they did that a lot in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like,
that was their first hit, and they didn't even write it.
All right, I've got one to add to the list. And sorry to interject, Dylan. I'll let you go next. But any 90s R&B song. Any of them.
So,
any of them.
Baby.
Anything they play at millennial dance parties, ironically.
Yeah, shoot me in the face. Hit me, baby, one more time. Hit me in the face 1,000,000 times.
That's not R&B, but I'll give it to you.
No, I'm talking like 90s, like...
Are we just skipping over R&B altogether?
No, I'm saying like that's a millennial, like...
Yeah.
Any kind of...
Does the new Bruno Mars album count?
No, because it's new and it's good and it's been worn out.
Really?
I'm not going to add Uptown Funk to the list.
No.
I'm not adding 24 Karat Magic to the list.
The new Bruno Mars.
Oh, the one with Cardi B.
Yeah, the one that has that is a 90s R&B album.
That will be added to the list eventually.
Like next week.
Like next
when
summer.
Everyone's over it.
Yeah. But yeah, and these are just, again, personal opinions, but add any NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Adam. Just throw the whole CD on the list.
Put it up there.
Any Regulators.
Oh boy.
I love the song, but I've heard that song so many fucking times. I could go the rest of my life without ever hearing the intro to Regulators with the little whistle. And we damn good too. I could never hear it again. And you know what? I would be no better. No worse.
I'm gonna say this one, and this is how we do it.
Yeah.
That song.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Oh, God.
This is how we don't do it.
Yeah.
Not anymore. We don't do it that way.
All right, what you got?
Man, Don't Stop Believing?
Yeah.
I already said it.
Okay.
No. Yes, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I said Journey. Or
Carry On My Wayward Son?
Whoever the fuck
Yes.
Like, I get... Oh, is that the one that's about aliens?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know.
Can I throw one?
I've never got past the first 4 lines of it. Don't you cry no more. Skip.
Yeah.
Can we just add any Guitar Hero jam?
Yeah. Toto's Africa. Get out of here. There are far better songs that they did.
I love that song still. I don't know. But I get it. I get it.
You can like the song but still retire it.
It's retired.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Jordan was a hell of a ball player, but he's not playing anymore, right?
Yeah.
He's selling underwear now.
That's true.
Or did he retire from that too?
Probably retired from that.
Selling diapers now.
Yeah. Saying his age group.
Hey, if you want to shit in the same diapers, a 7-time NBA champ winner.
Yeah. Also, it doesn't bacon around your crotch.
Yeah. Oh, Air Jordan diapers. That'd be fucking
with the swoosh on the cock.
And they're like air, like they have like air pads in them, like the shoes.
No, around the your legs, so your legs are comfortable.
Yeah,
leg openings. Boom.
I don't know. There's a lot of songs that I could add, and again, there's songs I like that I still want to hear that should probably be added to the list.
Crazy Train.
Man, the whole thing that kicked this off, I was listening to The Cat.
Yeah.
And every song they played was a song that I've heard 500 times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but if you are still listening to the radio, like that's your jam, like you're calling.
Now,
it's weird.
Here's...
Stop.
Fingers were crossed on this one. Were you listening to Cat? I do this. I have a CD player in my car. I have Bluetooth. I have auxiliary. I could listen to anything at any time. And most of the time, it's Bluetooth to my phone.
Yeah.
But every now and then, I'm like, oh, let's see what's on the NPR or terrestrial radio.
Yeah.
Do you go to the Cat? Because I go to the Cat. Because it's kind of the only thing for you anymore. Or the closest thing, like, I'm not going to fucking drive this car off the fucking road.
Right.
But it is any greatest hits. It's like they just pull a random greatest hits from 5 different artists. It's like, well, let's just shuffle these guys around. Like they put Aerosmith, Bon Jovi, like they in 5-disc CD changer and hit shuffle, and there's no DJ. That's just all they do.
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. When I got my new car several years ago, I got a free trial to Sirius XM, whatever the fuck it is or was. I'm not even talking shit on the radio because some of the channels on Sirius XM were fucking dope. Like they were.
I never
like,
got it.
It was cool, and I like the randomness. I like Pandora.
Yeah.
I like when
Spotify,
you
yeah.
if you search an artist on Spotify and do the go to artist radio.
I love that.
That shit is dope, and I like a little mixed bag. I like some random, some shuffle.
Yeah.
Found my band that I love. Gonna go see next week. Found Charlie Bliss doing that shit. You can find cool shit, or it'll bring up something old that you never gave a chance.
Right.
Like talking about things you should retire. You go back and maybe you find something like, oh, I didn't know I would like this artist or this guitar guy. Like fucking our man, we jam him all the time. He LBTs.
Oh, Joe Walsh.
Never gave Joe Walsh a chance until one day I had ILBTs was on a playlist of mine, and I did artist radio, and I just played a lot of Joe Walsh shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, he got some fucking jams.
He's a guitar.
He's the
dude.
coolest member of the Eagles
By far. Who, you gonna vote for Don Henley?
Oh,
No. Take it easy.
and then those other guys. Hey, life in the fast lane.
That's right. Take the fast lane out of here.
Hotel California. That song, get the fuck out of Dodge.
See ya.
dude.
See ya. See ya.
Yeah.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
See
Yeah.
ya.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did was it Styx? Styx did Mr. Roboto, right?
Domo Origato, Mr. Roboto.
Mr. Roboto, Domo.
Yeah, I'm gonna personally. I guess I'll go ahead and put that on the list.
Styx, Journey, Chicago, the Eagles, Foreigner,
Queen.
yeah,
Sorry.
Europe, Asia. If you're named after a country, you've been done for 30 years.
Yeah, if you name
Like-
it a country, a state, or a city, you get the
Boston.
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
out.
Kansas. Mm-hmm.
Do we say Chicago already? I think you did.
I think
Yeah.
3 times.
Okay, great. That's how bad they
Yeah,
are.
get the
Couple
fuck out.
It's weird because we're so different from our fathers. Our fathers used to listen to the radio.
Yeah,
We have been afforded a luxury with high-speed internet and streaming services that we no longer need that.
yeah.
And if you're listening to the radio, you need to get your shit together.
Well, that's
Yeah.
when I do listen to terrestrial radio in my car. My first, it's always because like maybe something like I turn my car and it's on and like, oh, this is a cool song I've heard in a while. So you'll listen to it, and then you'll leave it on in your drive because you're not driving very far. The thought hits my brain of who is listening right now. Even if your car is 10 years old, you've got an aux port in there. You know what I mean? Like or you can find a way to rig your phone up to where it plays or something plays in your car. You know what I mean? Terrestrial radio is dead.
Yeah.
They haven't buried it yet. Talk about radio needs to fucking retire.
Yeah.
Stop.
I guess it's necessary, man. You know, it's like, because I don't want to come off as like privileged or whatever, you know, that whatever cool word it is. But it's like some people do. I mean, people still fucking listen to it.
Yeah.
If you listen to the radio, just don't fuck with me. Like, let's just like lose my number.
Yeah.
Like,
New phone, who dis?
Yeah.
You use FM, bruh.
yeah.
See, where's that hipster? Where's that hipster who's like, I don't do anything digitally. I listen to terrestrial radio and records, man.
I think you don't know who that person is because that person doesn't have any friends.
Or exists.
Well, his name is Shiloh. Sorry. Their name is Shiloh.
Who?
Oof.
Who?
We're going there. We're going there.
No, so speaking of dads,
Well, see, what I was gonna say is, my grandpa like listened to the radio all the time, and like that's why I'm over like Chicago and Journey and Kansas and all this fucking bye. But recently, my grandpa was like, you know, I was in Tulsa hanging out with him. We were in the truck and he was listening to the radio, and this is kind of funny. He was just like, "There's just not shit on here, is there?" And I was just like, "Dude, give me your phone." And he was like, "All right." And I just downloaded Spotify and opened it up, and I was just like, "What kind of music do you want to listen to?" And he was just like, "I kind of want to listen to like something psychedelic." And I was just like, "Psychedelic radio on Spotify." Plugged it in, and he was like, "This is kick-ass." And I was just like, "That's Spotify." And it fucking blew his mind. And now he's just like, he'll like hit me up. He's like, "Check out this playlist I made." And I'm just like, fuck yeah.
Dude,
you get it.
You
get
changed his life.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And like, I don't know. It was really cool. But he also like means a huge deal to me. And this is like kind of fun, but I had a conversation with my grandpa.
Now, was this pre-Spotify or post?
This is
Were you guys
post.
like rocking out and then you had a conversation?
No. This
Had
was
a nice music bed going.
Yeah. No, he and I have gotten really close, like recently. I mean, we were always cool, but
I hope you didn't have any beef.
no, we didn't have any. But
We
like,
squashed the beef.
he and I were always really cool. But then when I moved out, like we got closer, and now we're like super. He texts me all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
You share porn links.
no, no.
Well, no one does,
no.
apparently.
Well, neither do you. Anyway, so,
Toasted.
the other day we were talking, and my grandpa's retired, and like from the military and everything, and he has a second job because like my grandmother, her like health and stuff like that. So he takes the second job, and like the other day I get a text from him, and he's just like, so they asked me if I wanted to go full time, and I was just like, oh, we're just gonna have a work conversation right now at work. And it was like we had like a heart to heart about like if he should go full time, you know, and if he does, he won't be able to take care of my grandma as much and everything. And so he was just like, should I do it? Should I not do it? And it was like one of the most like real talk conversations I've had with my grandpa. And it was like really cool, but it's like really weird because you don't ever think you're going to like have that conversation with your dad or your grandpa or something, whoever you grew up with. So
Yeah, those like mortality conversations. It's like,
to me, it's not even mortality. It's just like, hey,
Life.
we're on the same level now.
okay,
Yeah.
You know what
a
I'm saying?
mutual like
A mutual,
respect and
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
not
18 and dumb now.
Yeah.
Like we can talk like friends, and like that's what's crazy. Is like I consider him like a tight ass old friend that I have, you know. And I don't know, it's really cool. So like I don't know, I was wondering if like you guys have had that like real talk convo with your dad.
I think Robbie has real talk. He just talks to his dad more. Like I rarely talk to my parents. I see them. It's just does that make me a shitty son? Like they don't call me, I don't call them. We'll text each other every now and then.
Yeah.
But it's not like
Some families just aren't like super talkative. Like,
Yeah,
I've
we're
totally been around families like that. And to me, I was just like,
But when I do go, like say I go over to like see the kids, my niece and nephew, or for a holiday, we hug each other, we talk, we'll hang out. It's like how have conversations. It's not like we don't like each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
we got shit
we're
to do.
yeah.
We're busy people.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, but that's like Rob talks to his dad daily,
Pretty much every day.
and it makes me every time
Really?
that happens,
Yeah.
I'm like,
At least
I
a
should-
text.
Every time he talks to his dad on the phone while I'm here, I'm like, I should probably call my dad. And then I pick up my phone, like thinking about it, and then my mind goes to, what am I gonna say to my dad? Like, you know,
You say a few sentences and then you sit there in awkward
Yeah,
silence, and then one of you goes, "Well, I need to get around here. I got to do these dishes, take a shower, get in bed."
yeah, but for me, it'd be like from the second he answers the phone, I'm like, okay, I want to get off the phone right now. like you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'll give you a start.
Yeah.
You go, "Hey, Dad, how was your day?" You're killing at least 20 seconds there.
Oh, yeah.
You're just racking it up.
Well, it depends. That can be 20 seconds. That can be a 20-minute conversation.
Yeah.
And you say nothing. I've had those where I say that. And then for the entire conversation, quote, just my dad telling me about his day.
And every once in a while, you have to do the, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to let him know that you're still there. Because if he talks for a while and you don't do the, yeah, every now and then, he'll be like, "You there?" He'll just stop in like mid-sentence. "You still there? I'm out in the building. I might have lost you."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
A chuckle.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. That's when you're real interested.
Yeah. Oh, no shit.
I have real talks with my dad, and I totally know where you're coming from, because when I was young, my dad and I have always been close. But I'd say in the last 10 years or so, and I think I've said this on the show before, but I've just gotten more real with my dad as far as being myself.
Yeah.
Up until I was about 30 or so, or 25, 30, I kind of like would always just kind of like be my best self around my dad.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like fake. I just mean like be careful about what I talk about.
Yeah.
Wear a nice shirt. Just like just to show my dad that your son's doing all right, even though he's a complete fucking fire on the inside. He burned everything down, building it back up. He's gonna burn it down again. But now I just I'm just me.
Yeah.
And it's not that I love him any less. maybe it's because I respect him more.
Yeah.
That I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be even a little bit fake. I'm going to be myself, and I'm going to go out there, and I'm not being like crude. Like some of the stuff I talk about on this show, I wouldn't just like spout out as soon as I walk in my dad's door.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, did you hear about this shit? Fuck, blah, blah,
What's your
blah.
favorite kind of tits? Yeah. Which actually lately we've kind of been even more real with each other.
Me and my grandpa are that same way, and it's strange.
You guys titty talk?
I don't straight up titty talk with my dad, but I definitely am more of myself, and I'm just more real with him.
Right.
But there is a line.
Yeah.
Like I bought my dad the Wheeler Walker Jr. CD for his birthday, which is, December 24th. And he opened it up and was looking at it, and I was like, Dad, put that in the garage,
That's your dude. Dad's had that. Dad's had the garage CD player
or FM radio.
Yeah. And like when they were like, well, I want to go listen to my music, then they'd go in the garage to do stuff, and they would just be listening.
It's either like a shitty boombox in the corner, or Dad got a little crafty and had a shelf where it was a stereo, and then you put the speakers come off of the boombox, and you just put them up in a corner.
Oh yeah,
and that's Dad's little
dude
workstation.
It's a little dad surround sound.
Yeah,
he's not doing anything out there. He might. I'm gonna go re-spool the weed eater. Be out there for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But dude, the dad shed is a dream of mine.
I've got one. I've got a dad shed.
I do too, but I don't use it because I don't need it. I don't need an excuse to leave.
Yeah,
I don't need to not be in the house.
I mean, I have to give myself the excuse to leave. Like, if not, I'm going to sit and binge watch a fucking show that I'm going to halfway through go, this sucks, and stop watching it.
But see, I wonder, like, so you're married.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it'll be until you're like, getting the fuck out for a little bit. I'm going out to the shed. I need a little space.
I get plenty of space.
Well, you have a modern relationship. It's different than our parents. But my dad had a shed.
Yeah.
And he spent some time out in that shed to get away from my crazy fucking mother.
Yeah.
Like totally.
My dad just checked out on the old recliner, like literally just like taking a nap. Bye.
I'm gonna go play dead for a few hours. Like,
I'm gonna go to a happy place for 4 hours,
which is unconsciousness.
Yes. My grandpa left. My grandpa he'd be like, "All right, I'm headed out." Because like when I was younger, I remember my grandparents fought. Like they would like yell at each other and stuff like that. I don't really remember it that well, but I remember it happening. Because my grandparents are younger. Like my grandpa's just now like 62.
Wow.
He's younger than my dad.
72. I'm sorry, 72.
Grandpa's
Still
younger than my dad.
My dad is 9 months old right now.
But yeah, sometimes I would just be like, I would get pissed when they'd like yell at each other, and then my grandpa would be like, "All right, I'm taking off," and he'd look at me and he'd be like, "I'll be right back." I'm like, "All right," and then he would leave, and then he'd come back, and I never knew where he went until I got old enough. And one day he was like, "I'm headed out," and he looks at me and he's like, "You want to come with?" I'm like, "What?"
Yes, of course I do.
Home Depot. He went to Home Depot every fucking time, and then when he retired, guess where he worked? Home Depot.
He worked there?
He worked there, and he worked at Lowe's. And
my God.
And then he dropped them both like it was hot, and then just starts making shit out of lumber now by himself.
I think I know what happened. I think what happened was your grandpa would go to the Home Depot, and it was almost like a ritual, and people there knew who he was. Like, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing all right. Got to get away from the house for a little bit." Yeah. "What's it today?" "Well, I'm thinking about getting a couple of 2x4. I don't know." And he gets to talking to different departments, and he makes friends, and then he retires.
Yeah.
And then he walks around like, "Oh, I'm retired. Maybe looking at getting a second job. You should work here."
Yeah.
"Oh, hell."
He got that job with the quickness. Like, he retired, and he was like, "Yep, fucking hated that. But I'm bored now, and I'm not going to sit around and watch NASCAR till I die." And so he was just like, "All right, Home Depot." And he worked there for like a while.
Your grandpa's got it figured out because you know what they say: if you enjoy work, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's going to the big shed.
Yeah.
Like that's the corporate shed.
Yeah.
You know?
I was going to say like that. Is he dying?
Like, that big shed in the sky.
Big shed in the sky. Old Phil went to the big shed in the sky.
Hey, you know they got all the 2x4s up there you'd ever want.
Yeah.
They got metric. They got all of it.
Dude, was it like 401k or something? When you retire, you get Like,
Yeah, but you have to invest in that shit.
right, but back in the day, you didn't have to.
Well, no, that,
Right.
Oh,
You still
no,
had to invest in it, but back in the day, more companies would pay
Yeah.
into your
Yeah,
401k. Now you're lucky if a company will match you.
You're talking
Yeah.
about pension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my grandpa, like when you retire from the military, you get checks, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But man, I wish that we would have that same opportunity that most dads or grandpas had, because they work at a place for like 30 years, retire, and then when they get older, they just get money from have working.
Yeah.
And like if they were like, oh man, I could use some more. I'm just gonna get a part-time job. But they had my grandpa has the option of just like, if he goes to work and they're shitty to him once, he's like, later.
Yeah.
He's like, ever since he worked
that's my dream.
Yeah, dude.
No,
he's
that's
quit
like
3 places just because they were shitty to
That
him
is
once.
16 to like 23-year-old me as like a 70-year-old man. It's been like, yeah, fuck this job.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm done.
And what's tight is you're not even shitty for doing it now because you're 70 and you get
he's
paid
just
anyway.
old. He probably he may have died.
He may have died. He quit, but he may have died.
They'll never ask. They're not going to ask. Where's Pete today?
Yeah.
I changed the name of this person like several times.
Pete's no longer with us.
Yeah.
He went to Lowe's.
He went to Yeah, that's like a competing clause there. Home Depot to Lowe's.
It is crazy, like how things are changing. It's like, most of our parents, if we're lucky, I know the 3 of us sitting here, most of our parents had some sort of pension, retirement plan.
Oh, doubly so.
I don't have a 401k.
Fuck no.
And I should.
Well,
I
actually,
make enough money that I should put a little in a 401k.
I'm going to say, quote, I have a 401k. I don't want the IRS to know about this. My old job, when I worked at the bookstore, they invested in a 401k. I never put a dime in it, ever. And I still have a rolling 401k from that job.
Nice.
I get monthly things. I'm not supposed to.
Well,
But just keeps, every year, just gets a little more in there.
you better take it
wow.
out before they take it away.
I know. I probably should.
Take it out and buy some Bitcoin. Right?
I'm hearing
fellow
Bitcoin's.
kids?
I'm hearing Bitcoin's back.
No, it's tanking again.
Yeah, well,
it's up and it's down.
Because it's a digital currency. I get it. You're shining a light on the fact that our currency really means nothing either. Blah blah blah.
Wait, can we add Bitcoin to the list?
Get that out of here.
See
Get
ya.
that shit out of
See
here.
ya.
Why?
Done.
It's don't need it.
Well, you don't use it. That's why you don't need it. Other people do use it.
Listen,
Do you
I-
use it?
I got cold hard cash. That's
Do you
all I
have
need.
Bitcoin?
No.
Okay,
No, I don't.
So Bitcoin sounds to me, and not to get on that fucking soapbox, it reads to me like a pyramid scheme.
It's
Hey,
not.
no. You give me your money, and I'm going to give you this thing that's a digital currency. Because you have to give them money. You can't just
No.
You
No.
give them money.
You can.
You can
You
mine
can also
it.
data mine, and that's what it is. That's how they were getting it at the beginning, just data mining, and then you would
Now, explain to Pop what data mining is, because I really don't know what the fuck that is.
data mining. Robbie, do you know for sure what it is? I have a rough I have a guesstimation of what it is.
Okay, let's rub our guesstimations together.
Yeah.
Rub your guesstimation dickheads together.
Yeah.
From what I understand, Bitcoin is based on problem solving due to encryption and things like that. And every time the problem is solved, it generates a tiny, tiny piece of a Bitcoin. How? I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
But the value of it goes up and down based on the market. And I know that it's went down lately, but it's also went way up comparatively. So I don't think Bitcoin is crazy. I'm just saying, like, I don't need it. So see ya. Like,
you don't need it. But the thing is, though, is if you data mined right now and like somehow managed to get a Bitcoin, you could just sell that for like
$12,000. I think it's at right now.
gnarly.
So Wikipedia. Thank you, Dylan.
Yeah.
Data mining is the computing process of discovering patterns in large data sets involving methods at the intersection of machine learning, statistics, and database systems. Wow.
That sounded like something a professor said to me in college, and I go, what?
It's an essential process where intelligent methods are applied to extract data patterns. Okay, but how does that turn into money? That's what we'll have to look into that.
That's what a pyramid scheme is. It's like, okay, now you get 3 friends, and then you get money. How? Well, what happens is they get 3 friends. Like it seems like
also kind of like what Facebook does for like Google and other companies though? Because technically, so when you get on Facebook, if you use Facebook or don't use Facebook, you know, you have a pattern on your posts and talk about like what you want, what you did. You tag yourself in these locations, blah, blah, blah. So now Facebook knows that you go to the bar 2 or 3 times a week. And they also know what kind of bar that is. And they also know other people that have gone to that bar. But
right.
Facebook can sell that information to companies. And they're like, hey, people from the age of like 24 and 28 do this thing. You should sell them this thing. And this is how you sell it.
Yep.
That's also data mining. So it's like that on a bigger scale. So that is worth exponential money to most companies that are trying to sell you things.
That's true. It's crazy to me though, because I've said this on the podcast so many times, you know, if like Facebook, for instance, and you know, I know we use Facebook for boys, we use it for businesses, we use it for personal lives, but you know, it's not free. Facebook is not free.
No.
You are the product being sold. Your data goes into analytics, which turn into algorithms that are then sold back to companies to target the audience so they can make more money. And I'm not saying that's terrible. It makes sense.
No, but
it makes sense.
It makes, talking about like our parents' era age, advertising then, like Mad Men was like, that's how it was. Like these dudes, they sell you this thing that you don't fucking need. Now what it is, these companies, these fucking fat cats, literally sitting on their asses, being like, "Fuck it, you're telling me what you're. I'm just gonna give this shit to you." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's funny. Like, my stepmom got a new iPad for Christmas from my dad, and I was helping her set it up. And it came to the part where you put your fingerprint on there for Touch ID.
She wouldn't like that.
Oh, no, she did not like that.
I bet, dude.
She's, you know, she's burned a few down in her day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a great woman, love her to death. But, like, she's just not, she was a little weird about that. And
I'm a little weird about it myself.
I could care less.
Just I know, Robbie, you're going to put the chip in your head. Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's right. No, but the thing I'm trying to get to is, so Apple doesn't want your fingerprint. Apple wants to know where you buy milk or cigarettes or, you know, a car or whatever. That's what they want. They don't keep your fingerprint in a fucking warehouse with like, if you're not good, we're selling this to the cops. They don't give a fuck. They want your data. Yeah, who cares?
You know what's weird too? And I'm sure every conspiracist that like is listening to this and you're on board, I know you probably already think of this too. I was talking about how I wanted a table for like my other podcast. And it wasn't like I was like putting that on Facebook or texting somebody that. I was verbally saying it. As soon as I open up Facebook again, it gives me a link to the Facebook marketplace. And it just shows me like 8 different tables that other people are selling. And Facebook's not making any. That's the thing. Facebook's not making any money off of that. They don't make money from like, you know, their Craigslist, but
not
they're helping
directly,
me out.
Not directly. They do from the people that are using Facebook more because of the marketplace. So guess what? They're going to also have more of a chance to click on one of those ads. So they're not making money off the transaction, but they're making money off the foot traffic or the eye traffic.
Yeah.
The mouse traffic.
It was weird though.
Yeah.
Because then I was just like joking around and I was just like, well, those tables are really small. And I was like joking about it with like, you know, Jordan and Jonah and Jeff. And
a lot of J's.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Tell me about it, bro.
But I was just like, maybe if I just start talking about bigger tables, maybe Facebook will just do the work for me and I'll get notifications of slightly bigger tables. Today, that is exactly what happened. And I was just like, man, this is great. I don't even have to look it up.
Yeah. I'm going to go a step further in conspiracy theory. I just thought about it the other day. You know, everyone's doing this side by side, your picture with like a piece of art in the art gallery thing.
Can we add that to the list?
Can that go?
Yeah.
Seriously.
What is that?
No, all of these things need to go. I did it. It's got to go. I did all of them.
You sure did, you selfie.
No, I did it because I was like, what is this shit? And I did it. I was like, this is totally... My post was like, this is not even accurate. My conspiracy theory thing is, you just took a picture of your fucking face for Google. So now they have your fucking face and you're going to link it to your social media profiles. So now, you know, you don't mean like you're being tracked. They're tracking you in some way. I'm not saying like they're gonna come for your kids.
But dude, Facebook already sold your face to Google years ago.
Yeah.
Weird, but this is but it's almost like they needed I need one that's perfect.
A mugshot.
I need a mugshot so I can go through and you know what I mean?
Yeah. Add you to the database.
Yes.
But the thing is, what a way to trick young people into offering up their information. Hey, let me compare you to a work of art. Yeah. Because, now selfies aren't enough now. No. You have to be a work of art. Right? Well, what the fuck?
What might be...
You're ugly.
What might be weird,
You're mostly ugly.
Is
I'm ugly. Oh, no, actually, I am not ugly, but you might be ugly, and you might be hot.
Welcome to You Might Be Ugly.
All it is just me looking at a picture.
You might be ugly if...
You're ugly. That's it. You're not ugly.
Congrats.
Most of my friends are beautiful. I said that earlier today at work. I was like, I'm not like racist and I'm not sexist, but am I lookist?
It's science.
If you ain't cute, I'm adding you to the list. See you later.
That's boys and girls.
And all things in between. All the theys and thems your heart desires.
Yo, that's an ugly cat. Get that the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I don't let ugly animals into my life.
You know I don't like an ugly dog.
I do know that.
You know that for a fact.
I do.
Did you point out an ugly dog?
Oh, just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one. No. Like 4 times.
You know an ugly dog when you see one, and listen, I call an ugly dog an ugly dog.
I call it a bitch.
You remember about going back to getting real?
Yeah.
I'm getting real.
Yeah, well, is this part of you getting real?
I'm burning down the doghouse.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Oh, burning down the doghouse.
Should that be the name of the episode?
New mixtape.
I like it.
Burning down the doghouse. That is good. Yeah.
So yeah, real talks. Real talks with parents. Real talks with friends.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had a real talk with your dad? I'm talking some heavy shit.
I try to have heavy talks with my dad and it doesn't really work out. I've talked to him about the whole, again, I know, what is it, 46 minutes and Josh is talking about mortality for a third time? That kind of shit. It's like, what's his, he's an older man. He's creeping closer to death than I am. What's his thoughts about it? Will I still, you know what I mean? Does he have those kind of thoughts? Does
dads think about death?
No, my dad says this. My dad goes, I can't wait. Can't wait.
Really?
He's like, I'm just, why? Just, you die. Everybody dies.
But wait, does he really say can't wait?
I think he says can't wait. I think it's more of what am I going to do about it? Everybody dies.
Yeah.
But then I want to grab him and go, Dad, but do you understand how finite that you're no longer here? But that, I think what it is there's different people in the world, different thinkers.
Yeah.
Different stinkers.
You had to think about that one for a minute. Go ahead.
Maybe it's the way I was brought. I brought myself up, not my parents. The lifestyle that I chose.
Right.
Maybe I'm preemptively fucked my brain up to a point of now I'm thinking about that. I'm too lit or what's
too
it?
woke.
Too woke. Sorry, woke.
Also lit.
Woke lit.
Shit's lit.
Yeah. But
so
our parents'
Josh
generation,
Montgomery.
they didn't have that. They didn't have to worry about that kind of shit. Their thing was, you go to school, you finish school, you get a job, or go to college, but you're probably just going to get a good job.
Yeah.
Did anybody's parents go to college?
And you raise a family. My parents did not.
No.
Had a great job, though.
You didn't have to back then.
No.
You got out of high school.
But they sure fucking told you needed to go.
I know.
No, because they were like, oh, shit's getting bad. You can't get a job. You got to go to college and get a job.
Dad was right. Dad was right.
What's funny though is they're the same people that are like, why are you still living in my house? Why don't you have a job yet? You just fucking told me that if I don't go to college, I won't get a good job, and we can't afford college, Dad.
Maybe, Dad, because it's 20. I'm 23 and I'm already $100,000 in student loan debt,
and I can't even afford to share a 2-bedroom apartment with a friend.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on a goddamn couch. I don't even have a closet.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
And I would love to meet someone of the opposite sex or someone that I'm attracted to maybe get together and get married and have kids, but I can't take them out on a date. I don't have any money.
No. I keep my clothes in a fucking broom closet in the hallway.
In a Rubbermaid tub.
I have to walk through my friend's bedroom to go to the bathroom. It fucking sucks. Barely got a pot to piss in.
Yeah, you can't. Here's the thing: you can't live on your own at 18 either. Like, you're not moving out by yourself.
Fuck no.
Because you're like, oh yeah, dude, I was gonna move out when I was 18. Let's look at some apartments, and you look, and you're like, $800 a month. Yeah. Get yourself some fucking friends, Jimmy. Because if not, you're staying with your parents.
Okay, here's the thing. I think my generation was the last one that was able to do that, to move out on their own and afford it with your mall job or your record store job or whatever the fuck you do.
Yeah.
But you have to have roommates. But it was one person to a room. You didn't have to bunk up and shit.
You ever bunked up?
I bunked up with Colin, my first roommate.
Y'all bunked up? Y'all shared a room?
It was supposed to be a rotation.
What? Well, hold on. You washing the sheets every night?
No. It was supposed to be okay, so Matt had a room, Colin and I shared a room, and it was supposed to be, it would rotate to where then one person has their own room. Yeah.
But you're sleeping in a different room every night?
No. I'm saying not over this month it's somebody's room. You know what I mean? Someone will have their own bedroom.
Colin, I know you're listening to this. Email us.
It didn't work out.
Set the story straight.
It didn't work out.
I think this is fake news.
I'm pretty sure
this is fake news.
It was in the beveled glass apartment.
Yes.
Did it ever happen?
No, it never did.
I feel like the guy who got the fucking room by himself first was like,
no,
oh, hell no. No. You guys stay in there.
What happened
you guys
was,
sleep on the couch. I got a perfectly good living room.
What happened was, I decided, my parents gave me their couch. It was a pull-out sleeper sofa.
Dude, that's
I
always
decided
the
on myself,
best.
I'm just going to sleep in the living room. Because fuck it, I don't want to share a room with somebody.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to beat up, or maybe I want to bring a girl home. What sucked is bringing a girl home in your apartment, it's the couch. I pay rent here. I live here.
Yeah.
I just sleep on the couch.
Then you just go to their house then. Yeah,
I know.
There's we can't go to my house.
But then, can't go to my house. Why? Because I don't have a house.
Because I sleep on the couch. I didn't want to tell you. Is it fine? Just don't think about it.
No, but now you'd be like a poet or something. Oh, he sleeps on a couch.
No, he'd still be a loser. He'd still be a loser.
Oh, damn.
But you're not a loser when you're young.
No.
If you're 18 and sleeping on a couch,
you're
that's
fine.
Yeah.
When you're 37 and sleeping on a couch,
retire it.
Yeah.
See you later.
Do something with your life.
That person altogether?
No, the couch.
You're
it's gross.
The couch.
That sleeper sofa has some miles on it. Dude. If you're 37 and still sleeping on a couch.
But okay,
or
did
in
you
a
guys,
couch.
when you moved out, did your parents just because you're taking your bed, right? You're taking all your clothes, blah blah blah, end tables or whatever you have in your room when you're 18. I don't know if you're that cool yet or not.
No, my high school, when I was 18, my bedroom was a couch, an end table, and a recliner, and I had a coffee maker. My room was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure,
right? Hey, but for the record, it was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Did your parents ever lend you furniture or when you're about to move out and they're like, oh, well, we just got a new couch 2 years ago. We still have the one that's 8,000 years old, though, if you want it. And you're like, well, I mean, I don't have a couch, so I guess that's what I'm going to be. And it was dope. But then, the more times you move and still haven't found, a partner or something, you're just, losing all that stuff.
Oh, no. That couch was my parents' couch. They just bought a new living room suit.
Oh, yeah.
They got that couch. So I took it. Have you ever moved a fucking sleeper sofa?
Oh, yeah.
They're heavy as fuck.
Real bad.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So what I did with that place is, and all the coffee table, end tables, that was all my parents' stuff too that we brought in.
Yeah.
When I moved out, I fucking left it there. I said, fuck moving that thing again.
You just left it in the apartment?
You're just down a couch. Just see ya.
Down a couch.
But I was going to say that a minute ago. That's what happens. Your parents go, if you're lucky, your parents go, hey, we just got this new modern furniture. Do you want the heaviest couch ever?
Sure, Mom.
Yeah. And these two.
You were conceived on it.
Yeah. And then these two solid wood end tables that you can't lift by yourself.
No.
So
and
I
they
hope
had
you're bringing
beveled glass in those too. It's heavy. I had to pull that out. That's good glass.
It's worth a lot of money.
Worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That was cool.
Taking the furniture.
Yeah.
There was that age, though, when you were about 16 or so, you got into that, pre-staging. I remember, I was kind of trying to start collecting shit when I moved out.
Oh,
or
yeah,
before when I moved out, I should say.
This will look cool framed on a wall.
Yeah. Or like, oh,
this
man,
is a really cool lamp.
I was going to say, dope lamp. I'm going to put that in my room, but that's eventually going to go in my living room.
Yeah.
You know, when I have a living room. Mm-hmm. I didn't have shit for furniture when I moved out to my first apartment. We had 2 thrift store chairs, no coffee. We had the spool.
But were they cool thrift store chairs?
Yeah.
Were they vintage cool
Yeah, they were
chairs?
hip. Like, I still wish I had them. Mm-hmm. I had them for many years. But yeah, that's all we had. Like, no kitchen utensils. Nothing.
You didn't even do like the Dollar Tree, like buy like 4?
Well, yeah, when I had to.
Yeah.
But when I moved out, no. Like, no, I was stirring a pot of macaroni with a rolled up piece of aluminum foil.
What?
It's like some crack house shit,
See,
right?
You know what you should have done? I got kitchen stuff when I moved out because I love to cook, and I would cook with my grandma. So she was just like, here's all the old pots and pans. Like, it was sweet.
That's nice.
Dude,
Yeah.
no. My kitchen was bare from 18 till 20. It was a long time because I just lived with dudes. We just ate out all the time, or we'd order pizza or something. We didn't have shit in the house to make food. If it was a pot to make mac and cheese in.
Yeah. And that pot used to have Teflon in it.
Oh, that's
But
gone.
it was just scratched with forks.
Yeah.
You know, your parents always said, like, don't use a fork in that.
Yeah.
But the Bachelor Robbie was fucking stirring it with an ice pick.
You digested some Teflon.
Yes, no wonder I'm fucked up.
Your parents come over like a month later to see the place, and your mom's like, what the fuck? Like,
She looks in it and she has a fucking meltdown.
told you no forks. It looks like you only have forks. Then she opens it up.
It's
you
all
only
forks.
have forks.
What's more
And Taco
sad?
Bell sauce packets.
What's more sad than your first refrigerator? Like,
Empty. It's just fucking empty. No, it's condiments. You have like, there's that ketchup because that one time we made French fry.
Yeah.
And then there's the
and like a single High Life rolling around the bottom of the fridge.
There's
Somewhere.
half a taco because you got really drunk and went to Taco Bell at 3, and you're like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna eat the rest of that tomorrow.
there's milk in a thing that probably is bad.
Yeah,
I want to go back to that taco because there's nothing better than warm lettuce.
I know.
Like, I'm gonna warm it up.
You got
No, you're not. No.
You're like, well, so I got hot, like way too hot meat. The shell is like a hard rubber. The lettuce literally
somehow
burns,
soggy at the same time.
Yeah, the lettuce literally burns the roof of my mouth. These tomatoes are mush, and the sour cream is atrocious. And that's
just
what you
water.
would think now, but at the time you were just like, well, I mean, I'm high.
Yeah.
So you fucking.
I don't have to buy anything.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
that, my roommate did it all the time. It was so funny. He would we would go out to eat, just like McDonald's has things for $4, and you're like, yes. And so you go, and then he would at like 3 a.m. I'd always hear just like beep beep beep. And I'd
the sound of
pop
the
in and be
reheat.
like, dude, are you for real?
No, like
He was so real.
you find when you're young and living on your own for the first time, you find the deals where you can find the deals. Back in the day, Wendy's used to do like a 50-piece nugget thing on Super Bowl football games for like $10. So you'd all pitch your money in together and you get these 50 nuggets and you'd share the nuggets. You know, McDonald's had a bucket of fries. You can get a bucket of French fries. You know, you find ways to eat well on this super cheap.
Super cheap. Did you guys get good at making top ramen?
Oh, dude.
Oh, really good at that.
I could make some bomb top ramen.
I chop up hot dogs, put that shit in there.
What?
Whoa. Hold
I
on.
was going to go egg.
Yeah,
Call
no,
me crazy.
no,
I was going to put a hard-boiled egg
Josh,
in there.
okay, Josh, you're gross.
No, chicken flavored top ramen. You put some fucking hot dogs in there.
Because there's nothing I like better than a chicken dog.
Yeah, just a
Did you
rubbery
really
hot dog.
put dogs in ramen?
Yeah, dogs, hot sauce, anything, any condiment I had at my disposal, I would just like,
Hey, we're all learning something new tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
that's a thing.
and
Maybe
bread,
it's
like
a
just a piece of bread.
In the
Like-
ramen?
No, white bread.
Oh.
You throw it in the oven, you let it toast for a little bit, and you get yourself something to like eat with it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I did the classic ramen and butter bread. Just a country crock.
Just a piece of white bread.
with a pat of butter on top.
But is okay, but with the butter like almost break.
oh yeah,
the bread
yeah.
open.
You're basically like skinning the bread. You know what I mean?
See, when I was younger, before I moved out, I was like, you can, you put the butter on your bread with a knife, and sometimes then you're just like, God damn it, like you're fucking up your bread. But then you move out, and you're like, oh shit, I I don't have a butter knife. so you're like, first you try the fork.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. That's the first one you grab. And if you don't, fuck you do. And then you get the butter and you just like toast ruined.
Yep.
Just like, and then you're like, well, I'm going to try the spoon. And then eventually you're just like, dude, I got to.
You're just spooning globs of butter on a ripped up piece of bread.
I did the reheat method. I would take butter, put it in a bowl, put it in the microwave, and melt it just enough.
That's way better. I never thought of that.
And then you just kind of, but then I was like, I'll get crafty. Toast another piece of bread, and then you smash the butter between it, and you rub them together. That way both sides are buttered.
Yeah.
And now you got 2 buttered toast, motherfucker.
Damn.
Dude.
2 toast boy.
I was definitely a 2 toast boy.
Don't tell me about it.
I feel like garlic butter and stuff. Like now, like I'm just like, oh yeah, you mince up some garlic, put it in butter, microwave the butter, put some, sauce or seasonings, whatever. I don't know why I said sauce. You put it on things, but you never even thought of that when you're 18. You're just like,
I never even
hard butter.
I never even thought of garlic. I didn't know that garlic existed.
Wait. You never made white trash garlic bread?
No,
You never took a single white bread and then butter it.
And that's it, right?
No. And then you put Italian seasoning and garlic powder and garlic salt on it. And then you put that shit in the oven and then you drizzle a little cheese on top of it and let that cheese melt on it. And you got like white trash garlic bread. You never did that shit?
No, dude.
I did that shit a lot. I was actually... I was the best fucking live alone trash chef. French bread pizzas, got real good at making French bread pizzas.
What is that?
You just buy a loaf of French bread. No.
Oh, no, you're straight up.
No, not the good shit, dude.
No. You go to the store and you just buy a loaf of French bread. It's like $1 or something.
Yeah.
Cut that bitch in half, and then you, again, just put a little pat of butter on it. A lot of pats of butter on it. And then again, you put your seasonings on it, your cheese, you get a can of whatever shit-ass Dole great value marinara sauce.
The cheapest, wateriest
just
shit.
the cheapest shit you can.
Isn't the one just called roll? Like,
yes.
Yeah.
And then you just cheese it and you toss that shit in the oven.
All right.
French bread pizza. And that's a lot of pizza.
That sounds dope. You were way better at that.
I was on it. Eating cheap.
Yeah.
I was a fat kid. I needed to keep the fat going.
You were fat at 18?
No, actually at 18 I was actually pretty tiny.
Yeah.
I
Did a lot of blowing ass, my friend.
I was sick a lot. No, I was never adventurous with cooking. Like, I didn't buy garlic until I was probably 30.
Really?
Like, no shit. Seriously, I didn't know it existed until I was 25. Then I had to save up for a few years.
Seasoning.
But I definitely have always been a scavenger about food in the sense of I will
eating
eat
off
that.
of other people's plates.
Just literally eating out of the garbage like a raccoon.
Whoa.
No, what I mean is
Save a lot of money.
Is eating stuff way past it was expired.
Oh no,
dude! And I'm talking leftovers. I'd go leftovers a week.
Oh,
7 days.
If it's in my fridge for 3 days, I toss it out.
Dude, I would eat something like if it expired. Let's say it expired February 1st. I would eat that shit in like March or April. Dude, if it's canned, if it was a can and it was like
no. I mean like something like in the fridge,
like leftovers.
Yeah.
Let's say I get those leftovers on a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have all next week to eat them.
Goo.
If it's not putrid, it's not going to kill you.
It's not safe. It's not safe.
Yeah, I think that's what the difference is between us is you're like, yeah, it won't kill you. And I never thought that leftovers would kill me. I thought I'd get sick as fuck though.
Yeah, like, I don't want to
well, I'm not
shit
going to
everywhere.
die. So
No, I'm just going to die. I'm going to piss out my ass for 4 days because
man,
I didn't want to buy a taco.
But I didn't have to pay for dinner.
Yeah, dude. I saved $90.07 with tax, dude. I can finally buy that garlic. I still do that shit though.
You still let it go too far?
Dude. Pizza, how long will you leave a pizza in the fridge? Let's say you order pizza.
In a box.
In a box.
Okay.
The box actually has to be closed, not that stoner, like it's open face, basically.
it's now like a bow of pizza.
Okay, I'll say this. It's not necessarily a date, but how the pizza looks. If it starts to get that little elf curl on the end,
It looks
that's
like
when
a Dutch shoe.
that's when you throw it out. Like, I can't eat that.
Yeah.
That's gotta go.
It looks like a Mexican boot.
Yeah. If it reheats, it reheats.
You ever sprinkle a little water on top?
Yeah, get that moisture back into it. No,
Which doesn't work.
No. What does work? You get 2 paper towels and you get them wet, and then you wrap it in the paper towel.
Okay.
Like doing tortillas. How you heat tortillas in the microwave?
No, what you do is you just put it in a little shot glass.
Put that in.
Put the water in the shot glass. Put that in the microwave.
Oh, you steaming it?
And whatever you
Fucking
put in the
fancy.
microwave.
Steamed pizza.
Yeah. No, it's what. Yeah.
Not like a good steamed pizza.
That's a good idea. I get
That's a
it.
good idea.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And I'm just saying, I do that now. Like if I need, I need to microwave something, and because if you don't put water on it, it's gonna fucking just be.
I don't
leather.
microwave.
Yes,
Leather. But if you
Leather
put a little
crust.
shot glass of water in a microwave with anything you reheat, it's way better.
Going back to the tortillas, that whole putting them between 2 damp paper towels. You know what you're doing right after that. You're pulling it out. You're putting a pat of butter
on it.
and an American single.
Name this episode. This episode is called Pat of Butter. That's just
Something like that. But you throw that hand ripped slice of American cheese. Matt Street and I have a joke about that. But
the white trash tortilla.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you just throw the piece of cheese on there? Why I would always
Strip
rip
it.
3 strips
Yeah.
and then angle them.
Me too. Because it would melt better. I don't know.
Extra coverage.
Yeah,
it would roll
extra
better.
coverage.
Yeah.
Same thing with like cutting your cheese in half on your sandwich, so
Like
you
farting?
can layer it.
Sorry.
Oh,
No, white trash tortillas are the best. Roll-ups. The ones where you roll.
yeah.
I do that at Mexican restaurants, so I'll get the tortilla and I'll still butter it and then roll that shit and dip it in something.
Yeah,
how much
dude.
butter?
A pat.
Okay, good answer.
You guys use way more butter than me. When I go out and there's like corn as a side, I gotta get corn no butter because they just put way too much.
Corn, the band.
No, yeah, at a restaurant when I order corn, the band, I order them without butter.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think,
I always say, like, if they were refilling my butter tub, I would never shoo them away.
No. Flour tortillas do not require that much butter. Corn tortillas, them shits are dry as fuck. They need a lot
They're
of
very
butter.
dry.
I don't like corn tortillas, and I was talking about like corn.
But hold on, who eats corn tortillas at a Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
Some people get corn tortillas.
Oh, add it to the list.
Yeah.
Corn tortillas.
If you like, if you're at a Mexican restaurant
And they go corn. No, okay. If you're on a date, ladies, gentlemen, and they ask you if you want flour or corn tortillas, and you let that person answer. If they answer corn tortillas, you walk out of that restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Check,
got enough
please.
corn, dude. You get enough corn in everything. Why are you putting it in tortillas?
I like you. I thought you said corntilla.
Corn
That's pretty
that's all it
tight.
is.
No, yeah. You go to a Mexican restaurant, you sit down, you order your iced tea or your Dr. Pepper or your water or your cerveza.
Yeah.
They go,
Wait a minute.
which by the way, can I add this to the list? If you're a Mexican food restaurant waitress or waiter and you don't just bring the tortillas,
Yeah, just bring them.
Yeah.
They're free. Anything that's free, just
Add
bring
them
it
to
to
the
my
list.
table.
add your career to the list. Add your resignation letter to the list because that
and
happened to me the other day.
Don't ask me if I want the extra salsa. Of course, bring all the salsas. Bring whatever you have available. Do you want relish? Yes, I want onions and corn. I'm going to put that shit in my fucking thing.
Dude, it's
Carrots.
like, hey, do you want to breathe some air while you're here?
Yeah.
Like,
Come on.
Of course I
Do you
do.
want to be able to use your eyes and your nose and your mouth while you're here? No, of course. Bring the fucking tortillas. I see the other tables. I see the tortillas. I know they had to ask for them. Assume that I want the tortillas and assume that they're fucking flour.
Here, yeah. I never like to ask for the tortilla because it makes me feel a little bad about myself.
And a little fat.
Yeah.
And a little fat.
Hey, can we get
a little
some
needy?
Because it's when they walk away. Can we get some tortillas?
And then you're trying to like get your waitress's attention, like you're trying to pick her up at a bar. Like she looks over, like, "Hey, does that look like a boy who wants some tortillas? You got it.
I want some tortillas.
Just bring them,
Bring them.
and don't put 3 in the fucking steam
Oh my
container.
god, that's always the worst.
No, stack that shit up.
Give me at least 8.
Yeah.
I need because if I'm not eating them there, I'm taking them home.
Oh, I'm definitely taking them.
I'm letting them age in the fridge.
Hold on.
and then I'm gonna eat them.
Have you ever done you're done? The tortilla bin is empty, but you want to take some home?
Oh, every
and you
time.
ask for more. Can I get some more tortillas?
Every time.
And then and it tops everything else in the box.
You fold them in half and you put them on top, or you go full out. But when they know you're doing that shit. And guess what? You open that steam tray, there's 2 in there. They're not putting 4 or 5 in there.
No,
you get
8.
2 to go. 2 is a good number to go.
Yeah.
Give me 2 to go, 8 10 total. We're good. Flour. I've never ordered corn ever.
Have you gone to a Mexican restaurant and you want flour tortillas, but they're clearly fucking store-bought?
Oh.
Holy shit. You're going to tell me, you're going to sell me fucking enchiladas, but you're going to use fake-ass flour tortillas, my
no,
guy?
thank
No,
you.
if you're going to Taco Bell, fine.
Yeah.
But if
yeah.
you're
For
if
sure.
you're sitting down and you're offered a sopapilla, bring that too.
Yeah.
Even if I don't eat it, I want it on the table. I want it to look nice. It smells good.
Yeah. And it makes me look like, hey, this guy had a good meal.
Yeah. He's finishing it off with a flaky pastry with that honey on top. Oh God, so good. Now I'm down to share my sopapilla because I don't always have room for
You
it.
can't eat
I filled up on tortillas.
And if you think about it, when you cut into it, you kind of see how they're hosing you.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's like, it's just dough that just went.
It's like eating a hot air balloon. Like it's
Yeah.
not.
There's
It's not
nothing in
big as it looks.
But
no.
what's tight is since it's like bowed like that, that's pour your honey in though.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
did you ever fat kid that? What I would do, I was like, fuck putting honey on top. You
fucking-
pop that shit open and go whip like a banana
Or a coin
and then
purse.
and then you just like a coin purse, and then you just go, and you just as much honey as you can.
You fill it to the brim.
No, but put a lot in there.
Okay.
And then you lay it back down, and then you do, for looks, the outside drizzle of honey.
You gotta have that
But when
drizzle.
you cut in, that honey just comes out. So fucking
I want a
good.
sopapilla so bad right now. That sounds so good.
Abel's, best Mexican restaurant in the city.
Yeah.
I think so.
Do they bring the tortillas?
Oh, they bring. Well, then when I go there, they know to bring the tortillas. You put a Victoria bottle on my table. Don't put any salt on the rim of that glass.
Ooh, you're a very peculiar man.
I just sometimes I want a Mexican beer in that fucking giant bowl.
That heavy ass fucking aquarium that you're picking up. I love
and
those
sometimes
things.
I want the salt, but most of the time I don't want, because then you just get salt. Because it's not like salt. It's that
Like coarse ground.
Yeah.
but there's like stuff like lemon pieces in it.
Oh yeah.
Not into it.
I'm not into it.
Dude, okay, we gotta go, but we should go get some Mexican food sometime, and we should put them to the test. Are they gonna be added to the list? Are we gonna say see?
I can't get rid of Mexican restaurants, but I see what you're saying.
Well, let's. They're gonna go under the gun, under the knife,
Under the knife.
Under the
Under the
pat
gun
of
sounds
butter
cool
knife.
though.
under the pat of butter,
Under the gun.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need tortillas. I need sopapillas.
Fuck, man, that sounds so good right now.
So good.
I know. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for listening. We will be
Yeah.
back next week. We'll see if you'll be added to the list. Tune in next week to find out.
Bye.